guys, what do you think? I finally got a hitch for it. I just thought I'd show you. I found this company online, and they make like reproduction parts for Cub Cadet, and so I got this reproduction Brindley hitch. Um, did an excellent job. I told him it was for a Cub Cadet original. He made me this special lift pin for it, and it came with all the hardware. And then here, I'll show you down here. You can see his welding. Just an excellent job. It was just a perfect fit. Just really nice. So I just thought I'd show you guys. If you're interested, the name of the company is Extreme Motorworks, and I don't know, check them out. They got some pretty nice stuff. But anyway, I guess I could show you some of the other things I've done. I got the rest of the hitch, obviously. When I got it, it was kind of worn, so I replaced the bushings, and I got new hardware for it. I had to file them down, make them fit, but it's nice and tight. There's no play at all in it. Really, if you're gonna do one of these projects, it's really worth the effort to get new bearings and new bushings, and replace them. When you're done, not only is it gonna look nice, but it's gonna sound good. It's not gonna rattle, and the bearings aren't gonna roar. And now is the time to do it. So, but anyway, yeah, I did these. I also replaced the bushings up here. This model has bushings here. All the newer Cub Cadets have needle bearings there. But anyway, I replaced those, and then there's some seals here. I replaced the seal in the transmission, both sides, and actually up in the front. So all the seals are replaced. And then I rebuilt the clutch, put a couple new bearings in it. And I got a belt installed, so it's ready to go. It's a Kevlar belt. It's a little tougher. Then I put the underdrive in as I assembled it. This is a Denko underdrive, it's called, and I actually rebuilt this too. I'll have to post a video, but I took it all apart and replaced the seals and bearings in it. So that's in good shape now. I also rebuilt the steering column, and then I got these new ball joints down here too. These are pretty cool. I showed you these. These are a little different. They have grease zerks on the side, and they're heavy duty. I like them. They're quite an improvement over the old style. And there's a lot less play I noticed too in the steering with these. It's they're nice. Anyway, I got all 4 of them installed. Everything's adjusted. I got the grill finished. I got this painted, and I got the grill all painted. I had sandblasted everything. This was a real pain in the neck, but it came out okay. And then I got the emblem there. And then down here I showed you this. This is the only thing I really modified. The axle pin was like just completely worn out, and it actually had torn the steel, so it was kind of a mess. So I re-welded all that and fixed it, and then I got the idea to bolt up some more steel, some heavier steel to the frame, and then I bushed it, and I got this grade 8 bolt that fit perfectly. So that's all. It's all fixed. I had to do something different there. It just I needed to. It just didn't hold up. But anyway, that's the only thing I really modified on the tractor. Then over here, I fixed the clutch pedal. Down here, I got new bushings in it. It's got 2. I actually put them in, before I painted it. I drilled the old ones out, and I put in some new bronze ones. And so that's all set. Nice and tight. There's no play or anything in that either. And then back here, this is pretty cool. This is actually the only tractor, the only model that had this this brake band. It's pretty nice. I guess when they built this, because this was the first one, they actually just used the transmission out of the Farmall Cub, so it's the same transmission. So that's probably why it's got this brake band setup. Cause I think the Cub also had a brake band. So that's pretty neat. And it's 50 years old. It's still good shape. It's gonna last forever. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I got all that done. I got a new seat for it. This is just a Tractor Supply seat. I like it. It's not original, but it's it's nice and soft. It looks good. Then I got the steering tower all done. I got the decal on it. Yeah, I see a lot of people struggle with these. I guess what you want to do is you spray the top of this with Windex, and then when you put the sticker on, it doesn't really stick to it, and you can kind of slide it around and get it in position, just right. And once you get it where you want it, you just leave it alone, and then that Windex eventually just evaporates, and it pulls the sticker right down. I mean, there's absolutely no air bubbles in this, and you can see like the weld spots, where it pulled the sticker right down tight. But yeah, it came out really good. I just thought I'd show you that. That's how I did that. Then I got the steering wheel. This is the same steering wheel. I just cleaned it up and repainted it. Used the epoxy primer. Just gave it an extra coat with that black primer. This looks nice. Anyway, yeah, I got all the new tires. These are 3 ribs for the front. These are called Speedways, and yeah, they seem to be pretty decent. So I got those on the front, and then on the back here I got the Ag tires. These are the advanced tires. They're 6x12s. They're pretty nice. They got nice tread on them. Then I got the wheel weights. This tractor actually came with a set of wheel weights, but they weren't the original wheel weights. They were, they were cast iron, but they weren't the ones that Cub sold. So I actually sold those on eBay, and I got these for about the same money, and I wanted to keep it original. I like them. I think they look sharp, and I like how big the opening is on this because you can reach the lug nuts easily. It's kind of a neat design. But anyway, so I got those all done, and I don't know. That's about it. The only other thing I wanted to mention, if you guys are planning on doing a project like this, I would recommend getting a gallon of paint mixed up. I had this yellow mixed up, and I had only gotten 2 quarts because I figured that'd be plenty. It didn't seem like there was a whole lot to paint, and I actually ran out. I wanted to paint this hitch, and I had to run down and get another quart mixed up, and I was a little worried that it may not match, but I got lucky. It matches. They basically just took the number off the paint number off the can and mixed up another quart for me. But yeah, I think it'd be a better idea just to get a gallon of paint mixed up, and then you don't have to worry about that. If you have some left over too, that's probably better, and you can touch it up if you ever had to. You got some paint left over. But anyway, that's about it. I just wanted to show you this hitch, and show you some of the things I've done. So all right, guys. Well, I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Hey guys. Actually, I thought of one more tip I wanted to give you, and if you guys are thinking about starting a project like this, I'd recommend it. They're a lot of fun. I noticed a lot of guys on YouTube who have a tractor end up having several. They're it's kind of neat to learn about them, and all of those tractors back then. I mean, they all were pretty cool. I mean, they were all built really well. And it's just a lot of engineering went into them. I mean, you just don't see this quality anymore in today's stuff. I know I have two. This is my second one. But like I said, it's kind of fun. It's kind of a fun hobby. So, but anyway, if you do one and you start taking it apart, a lot of times you can't reuse the hardware. Either it's stripped out or it's just really rusted or it's just really not worth your time to reuse it and clean it up. It's cheap enough anyway. But like on this one or on mine, anywhere where I was just like bolting something together, like I bolted this onto the frame, and I'm just with a nut and bolt. Anywhere I did anything like that, I used stainless steel only because I didn't want to paint it and I didn't want it to rust. So I mean, I used stainless, and there's not that much of it on this one anyway. But you don't have to use stainless steel. You could just use regular hardware. But anywhere where you're going to be bolting, something onto like the transaxle or the engine block, you don't want to use that. You don't want to use that grade of steel. You want to use like a hardened steel. Like back here on my hitch that I just installed, I replaced the hardware. I put new bushings and hardware on it. And back here I used grade 8. On the back of this to put the brackets on, I had to get new hardware because it wasn't long enough. And so I replaced them all with grade 8 because you got to torque some of this stuff down, especially with engine work. And you don't want to snap the heads off, in the block. That just sucks. So you definitely want to use like a grade 8 steel. And so how you can tell, a lot of times like you're pulling it apart or you have like a box of hardware, to tell what it is, in the store they're kind of color coded for you, but when they're old that wears off. So like a standard bolt, just your regular grade, the cheapest stuff, if you look at the head, see there's some writing on it, but that's it. It's just pretty much plain. That's how you tell that's just your standard grade, hardware. Nothing special about it. Okay, if you see a bolt like this, and on the head it has 3 hash marks. See them? This is grade 5. This is like your mid grade. It's harder than your standard grade. I noticed on this tractor, grade 5 was pretty much used. International Harvester used a lot of grade 5, I guess, when they put this together. Okay, and then your last grade in the store, it's kind of like this gold color. And if you look at the head of this one, it's got 6 hash marks on it. That's grade 8. This is your hardest grade of hardware. If you're doing any engine work or you're working on the transmission or anything, you need to bolt anything on to like any castings. I wouldn't use anything but this. This is harder. This is made to be torqued down. You don't have to worry about snapping the heads off, basically. So you definitely want to know, be aware that there are differences. I didn't know if anybody, if you guys knew that. I know a lot of times you don't know this stuff until somebody points it out to you or shows you. But there is differences. There's your 3 grades of hardware right there, and you can get them at any hardware store. You just kind of have to know what you're looking for, and know what's out there. So, all right. Well, anyway, I just thought I'd share that, and well, good luck with your project. See ya.